Welcome to Hair Up, Bra Off podcast. We're here to be your new comfort fix with unfiltered conversations on random topics and gossip. As two women in their 30s, Catherine, who's been chronically single, and Sue, who is happily married with 2 cats. So take your bra off, throw your hair up, and let's get into it. And men, if you're listening, take notes. Welcome, everyone, for, I think, the most important episode of our podcast series. And I say that because we're first going to start off with the new revolutionary masterclass in catching print. Do you know what catching print means?
No idea.
Exactly. And so I'm going to explain to everyone what catching print is. It's going to change your life and so much more. And then we're also going to dive into a little bit of reality tea with Sue. She's going to give us a little update on what's going on in the reality world, in the reality TV.
That's right.
But yes. Catching print. So this angel of a man named Anwar White, go follow him on all social media. He posted a video divulging his system, I guess you could say system, in how to judge a guy's bulge correctly and be able to determine their size. And this is basically the equivalent of men judging women on their boob size, looking at their cleavage. And
it's also it's a lot easier to see the cleavage for sure.
So so it's basically the woman's way of being able to, look at a man and size him up basically. Catching print, at least from my understanding, is you're judging the imprint of a man's pant seam and his bulge. Now, there's 3 different sizes. There's A, which is tiny or small. B is it's giving what it needs to give, medium. And then D is it's giving more than it should and you should prepare yourself. Okay?
I see. Okay.
Now, I'm going to post the picture on the episode, but if you look at the little graph with the A, B, and D, do you see it?
I see it.
Okay. So basically he's telling us, and by the way, this is fruit. These are fruits that we are judging and analyzing. And I forgot to mention to our moms, please leave. Thank you. Love you. See you next episode. So my mistake is I always looked at the size of the bulge, which is not correct. You have to see where the bulge is sat at. Now, the reason why I say that is you'll see A, and where the line is, where the head is ending, is where you want to judge it. So you see A, how it's higher up. You see the bulge is higher.
I see what you mean.
Then that means that it's smaller, and that's where the head's going to land a little bit higher up. Now, if you see the head more in the middle, that obviously means that they have more to them. And then D, it's fascinating because it's basically saying if you don't see a head, it's because it's too long and all you're seeing is a bulk. And that's how you know it's something. There's something in there and you should prepare. And I always thought if I don't see a bulge, then they must be small. But now I get where my mistake has been.
Yes.
And so many...
This has been your mistake this whole time. That's what you've been missing. You know what I mean? Like your activity levels are going to increase tenfold now.
Well, more so, I just have a new activity, first of all. Love it. Just going to be out here scoping. But it just answers so many questions. Because clearly I was just looking at the wrong thing. Anyways, you'll see the graph here. And I also sent you a video that I'm also going to show everyone. I'm going to play it here. It's a minute long. And he goes through a few celebrities as an example. So that way you can see it working. Like it kind of gives you a better idea what to look for and what the whole system means. And also you have to remember that catching print now is also a great way for women to put men in their place in a way. A great comeback is going to be, hey, I see you're catching A. You're printing A. Don't talk to me. Men have learned this. So many men have been posting TikTok saying, guys, they got us. Run, turn off the lights, only wear black sweats. They're catching us out here, okay? It is not safe. Oh my God, another guy, this was the funniest one. He goes, listen, guys, it's been a fun run, but for all our growers and not showers, it's done. They're catching us. Anyone who's in cold climates, I feel for you. I'm here for support, but it's getting serious. I have women commenting now on my photos. They're going on a rampage. They're catching everything
Oh
and
my
they're
God.
fixated, they're focused. And what I loved about the comment section of the original video was all the women were commenting, and the diagram that I'm showing now with the fruit was not made by me. It was posted as a comment. I did not make it. It was made by Raven Panda 772. And this is the
Mm.
kind of things you would see in the comment. People were making sure that everyone was understanding the assignment. Everyone was making sure that you took away what you needed to take away, and all the women have
Yeah.
to go out there now and catch print. Say it,
Now you
catch
like
print.
literally have a printable, like you can like actually print it out and like just use it as a guide, in the wild.
Well, yes, that one. Of course, if you want verification on the size, you can always do a
Right.
size comparison. I mean, if you need to verify your sources, lady, do so. Do not be afraid, okay? But
Mm-hmm.
so I sent you the video. Have do you have it open? I sent it via text.
No, like, hold on. I can open it right now.
Okay.
Cat messages me all the time. Is
I know, isn't she lucky? Ugh, she really she won the prize, let me tell you.
okay. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it.
Ryan Gosling, catch print. Girl, it's an A. He is a real life Kendall, no shade. Bad Bunny, catch print. Girl, he is a B. He's at that lower region, girl. That's why his name starts with B's every time, girl, because he's a B. Aaron Pierre, catch print. Girl, there's no peak here, girl. No shade, girl. That's Mufasa, girl. That's D. He's king of the jungle. Michael B. Jordan, catch print. Girl, he's right. He's like a B. We'll give him a B minus just because he just got the Oscar. Michael B minus Jordan, work. Brad Pitt. That's a B, baby. That's a B. That's a B right here, right at that bottom part. Rock. Rock is right here, honey. I would give him an A. And
The Rock is a
So
huge man.
do you understand now? Because once I saw that, once he gave examples, I was like, oh, I'm in it. I'm in it
Yeah.
to win it. I'm locked in. Hell,
Yeah.
get Ryan in here. Call Ryan.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not gonna say anything, and I'm just gonna observe,
Huh.
like
And
very soon.
another a few TikToks that I saw that I was laughing is wives being like, I'm ordering my man new underwear so that way y'all aren't catching his print out here. This is I don't want everyone after him and his D size. So yeah, I think what makes it even better is just the responses so far have been hysterical.
Mm,
And it's just my new hobby. I mean, I haven't explored in the wild yet. So maybe on the next
okay.
episode, I can give more of an update. But unfortunately, I just don't have live, what do you call it? Like live test subjects right now. But
Right. Yeah.
we'll
Exactly. I
see.
mean, so
Mhm.
you gotta start going like what they call it out to the bars and stuff. So
I mean, at this point, I might just put a casting call. I mean, this is for the good of science. This is for
I gotta go
data
to
that needs to
Tampa,
be
hang out with you.
put in. Yeah, do a casting call. We can make it a whole thing. We're catching print all over the world. And so that is the new term that you have to use when you go out.
Okay.
And next time a guy gives you like any sort of slack, just be like, I'm catching print and you're giving an A. And he won't get
Yeah.
it, but then he'll look
A.
it up.
Yeah. A minus.
A minus. That's right. Can you do like a negative A? Does that count as it like -1, like in numbers?
Some.
I'll
I
have to
mean, some might be.
Right? We'll have to figure it out. Anyways, you just have to go follow Anwar White. He has a masterclass.
Okay.
He's going to be sharing more revolutionary ideas. This is my new thing. I feel like, Sue, I need to get you more excited on this. Okay? I feel like Sue's not going to enjoy
I
it
am
until we're out
excited.
there actually catching print in the live, in the world.
I'm following this man now.
Okay. Yay.
I'm gonna
I'll put
follow this
his
man now.
username right here. So that way you can
Okay.
go follow him too.
Okay, cool. That's what I was gonna ask about, like how you can only do it in pants that are like kind of a little bit like close to, they're a little bit tight, not like sweatpants, right?
Well, yeah, but you don't when you go out, I've never seen someone wear sweatpants, thank
That's
goodness,
true.
but
You're right.
like,
You're right. That's a
it
good
has to be
point.
a certain setting, obviously. But then I'm
Yeah.
wondering the more that this picks up steam, because this will be like the new measurement system in the United
Oh my
States.
God.
Everyone's
It's
going to
like
be
an
catching
AI.
print. Yeah.
It's like you can
It's
do it. You can
it's
just
going to
submit the
take
picture
over.
to like
Sue, you just blew my mind. Wait a second, Sue. I feel like we just discovered gravity, or we just discovered the light bulb. Catching print AI would demolish the patriarchy. Let me just tell you that now. I feel like
And it
we
would learn
just
from itself, and then people would like either do like confirmations or like lack thereof. So it
oh
would
my
like
god.
learn if yes, no, if yes, like with more accuracy, with different types of pants.
I feel like we just signed the Declaration of Independence. That's how important this movement is. Yeah, could you imagine? I would just be, you know what? Better not, because if that happens, like TikTok will be behind me. It will be catching print all day.
The thing is, I mean, not that we have to worry about this because men don't have to worry about this, but it's like the amount of pictures of people that didn't consent to us taking their photo.
Well,
Although,
I
could
like
you?
that you're thinking logistically, because honestly, I was like, maybe not a good idea. But now that you're thinking logistically, I'm in.
Although, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Could you first use publicly available images?
Or, oh my god, oh my god, Sue,
You
are you
know,
here with me? Are you laying down? Okay. Instead of you taking a picture, it's just a outline. Like a graph system where you can just zoom in, and if it aligns with these measurements, then it's A, B, or C. You don't even have to take the picture. You're just using the outline.
Yes, right.
Exactly.
So that way we're not infringing anyone's rights.
See, we're very aware of the responsibility that comes with such great power. And
Our
that's what
tagline is we are a responsible AI company.
I'll be behind the scenes powering everything up. No
We
water.
protect
It
our
will just
users'
be
data.
me. Exactly.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
it could just be like a graph. So that way you can go out and just zoom in, and hey, if it aligns in an A, you walk away. And that
Right.
rhymes. That's going to be our slogan. If it's an A, walk away.
It's kind of like one of those apps for food where you can just like, you know what I mean? Like put it on top and they tell you like this is how many calories it has.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. We're making moves. Honestly, I know I'm going to get in touch with my brother. He does programming. He hacks into the motherboard, and I know he'll be ecstatic about this project, and I know he's listening.
Ask him.
Oh yeah. This is going to be like my Christmas present.
Watch next week. There's no more episodes.
We've been shut down.
No, but we shut down because we are developing a company.
Oh yeah.
Her prof will be back if this is not successful. For now, we're pursuing our path.
Other ventures at this time.
People just watch this episode and then they see nothing else.
They go blank.
There's just no more postings. Instead, there's just like a link to our app. Like, please no.
Hey, I mean, either way, we're changing the world, whether it's via this podcast or saving women and putting men in their place by sizing them up. So, I mean, someone's got to do it. You know?
Okay. I do think that also, life is not fair, right? Because like we're not able to tell. And that's literally the number one thing that you want to know.
Yes,
when
but
you're
this
about
is
to
the
hook
other
up with
thing.
someone.
This is my other worry, though. What if men start purposely adjusting themselves? What if they start stuffing? Could you imagine?
No, my God. Literally, I need to stop having ideas.
It's like a Victoria's Secret for men, but it's their bulge. Bulge is secret.
But we sell the solution, bro. My God. Not only are we
create the problem
underwear,
and we provide the solution.
And
that's the business plan.
Exactly. And then wait, hold on, there's more. And then we also are able to like detect fake bulges like in our AI. And we know that, you know how? Because we provided the fake solution.
They're out here tattletaling on themselves. We have chips inside of the cups.
We're a whole monopoly. We're like a whole ecosystem.
I'm so excited. I can't handle it. Hold on. I need to sit up straight. Okay. Okay, wait. This is coming full circle because Sue, remember your idea? Sue had this crazy idea to put trackers in people's underwear. And I was like, Sue, there's so many issues, but we can work off that and now create it for the
Don't tell people
bulge.
my idea. The fuck?
You're right. I'll bleep it out. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Please.
No one's gonna know.
It's my gold mine. That fits my retirement plan. So
our retirement plan. Okay, I've been here supporting you since day one. Our retirement plan. I mean, what else can we do? I always say the best business plan, people, is create the problem, provide the solution.
That's what I'm saying.
Period.
And that's what we're doing with this Catch Print
Yes.
app. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I feel like
And we
this
already have the
catching print.
marketing. We already have the marketing part,
Mhm.
which is he's like the go-to-market person.
He
It's
will
perfect.
honestly, I feel like because we'll be so busy with our very popular podcast, he would have to be the CEO and
Mhm.
founder, and we would just be his top investors, but also giving him our genius ideas. I feel this is what I'm saying. When I was reading the comments of his video, this is how I felt. Like all this women using this power and knowledge and this is why women are so smart. The comment
Mhm.
section with the diagrams, then making sure people understood. I mean, we're unstoppable. I'm sorry. Like it's
Yeah,
just
we're
no.
really a good community of people. Like we're very helpful to each other. You basically like usually when you do anything with a group of women, the combined output of all of our efforts makes it the best thing ever.
Plus, a few men are honorable mentions, and War, obviously. So, plus a few men,
Yeah,
but it's a very, very selective group.
exactly. So I think what we're taking out of this is like I'm gonna start our own company
So it
and
was
it's gonna be
so
called Catch Print AI.
so it's so nice getting to know you all. This will be our final episode. It has been Kat.
We're gonna
Thank you.
we know we're like we do like a goodbye episode and we're like it has nothing to do with Catch Print. We just decided to pursue other opportunity. It's just coincidence that we happen to talk about this thing on the last episode.
Mhm.
But fear not, it's not that at all. Like it's a complete different thing.
It's a coincidence. It happens,
Yeah,
So,
it's a coincidence. Yeah, we talked about this and then we also decided that it was time for Catch Print AI. How did we learn about it? I don't know.
if you want to know, just listen to our podcast episode. If you want to know how we came up with this, just listen to our podcast episode.
Yeah, but I think that's a great idea. We need to talk to your brother about it for sure.
Okay, so before we end this part, Sue will obviously trial this with her husband. She'll make him wear different pants. She'll give us the exact data of how accurate, and then we'll come back in to the board of directors, which will be our next podcast episode.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how you can really move on from that idea and that whole spiel.
Yeah, okay. So the second piece, I think we're just gonna talk about one thing, which is Age of Attraction show.
Okay.
So for those of
Okay.
you that haven't seen it, I'll explain it
Which
because
I
you haven't seen it.
haven't. So I'm right there with
Okay.
you. I haven't seen it, so I'm ready to hear the
Okay.
whole spiel.
So I have, and it's a show led by, what I was thinking about too is I think that the hosts are like big podcaster, like the Nick Vile or whatever
Oh,
podcast. They talk about that.
excuse me, I'm so sorry. He hosted?
He's the host of that show with his 18-year-old younger wife or girlfriend or whatever. Anyway, the whole premise of the show is that
Wait a second.
age
You
is
can't
just a
just move on.
number.
Wait. I'm sorry. You can't just move on from that. Wait, Nick Viles
Okay.
is hosting this show. That's a choice. Netflix,
Well, it made me think about us and how we could be the hosts of a show
No,
if we
are you
get big
kidding me?
enough.
Obviously. I mean, what I'm saying is Nick does not deserve that spot. It actually
Yeah,
makes
he's
me upset because
very
I'm
plain.
sorry. I've like heard clips of his podcast, and the more I hear, the less I like, especially, I don't know, I just don't really care for him. I feel he comes out of left pocket a lot. And it's funny enough, there's a really funny clip that I saw of him. And this is going to go into the whole Taylor Frankie Paul debacle. But after the whole spiel and the Bachelorette season getting canceled, he goes on his podcast and he says, I don't know why ABC would even choose her for the Bachelorette. Like, whose idea was it? She was such a bad choice. And then you rewind when she was announced as the Bachelorette, and he goes, yeah, so that was definitely my idea. I told ABC to like get on Taylor Frankie Paul. So yeah, that was my idea. I'm the one that suggested it.
Oh, wow.
I'm the one that brought it up. I'm the one that said it,
Yeah, there's something
And it's
about
just
him. He
really-
just seems like a very, very like sleazy, like, I don't know. I don't
Yes.
like him.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we would kill that show. That show would be number one everywhere. Not to be cocky, I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
Nick Viles,
And it's maybe. Well, I also didn't know his girlfriend was like 18
was like
years
10.
younger than
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, and that's the other part that I don't like about his podcast. Not only is it him where he doesn't understand social norms, but his girlfriend also lacks any awareness. The way she interviews
Mm,
people, the questions she asks, it's very insincere, and I don't know, I'm just very shocked.
yeah.
Again, this pisses me off when shows pick these podcast hosts, like Alex Cooper hosted the Hannah Montana reunion, and it was just I don't understand why. Anyway, sorry,
Mm.
I'm sidewilling. This is your moment. Tell me about
Well, now that we talked about this man,
Sorry, I'm high off the print. I'm high off catching print. I can't help it.
yeah. Okay, well, that was the less relevant part about the whole thing, but the more
Mhm.
relevant part
Yes, tell
is
me.
what
I'm
the
gonna
show
shut
is.
up.
So I think that basically, they were probably chosen or whatever. I don't know because they're 18-year gap, right? So they're like, we are proof that age is just a number, which I absolutely do not believe. I don't care who's listening. Like, I think that age matters a whole lot. Okay,
Mm.
but anyway, like if you're a 45-year-old man with a 27 um year old wife, the number one thing this man is gonna say is like, she's so mature for her age. She's so beyond her years. That's why it doesn't feel like an 18-year-old. And it's like, you're a fucking creep. Like, you need to talk to
Mhm.
women your own age. You probably cannot handle women your own age because you can't handle being like debated against or told how to improve yourself. So maybe
Mhm.
that's why you're with somebody that's younger, because she's not gonna tell you anything, especially if you're like mildly successful. But anyway,
Oh, yeah.
so then the show starts and it's like people of all ages, and so basically they all get to know each other. They can't tell each other their ages, but you can kind of tell from just looking at them, right? Like how old somebody is. Although some women
Hold
they
on,
look
sorry.
very young.
I just dropped the mic thing. I'm
Okay.
so sorry. Start again. I'm not gonna talk or move for like 5 minutes. It's my ADHD,
um
guys. I legit can't. I'm so sorry. Okay, go.
Paula, I haven't really been looking at you this entire time because I've been kind of like looking like over like directly, but I've been seeing here on the bottom just like a lot of like just like a lot of this, and I'm like, I know something is happening there, but I'm deciding not to pay attention just so I can focus on what I'm saying. But anyway, so they don't. They start. They all meet each other. They can't tell each other their age. That's the number one thing they can say. And but you can kind of tell like from how they look when somebody's a little bit older, somebody's a little bit younger, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
so except for maybe some people, like some women definitely look younger than like what they are because
Mhm.
of everything that's available right now. So like, I get it. But anyway, so they start kind of like, liking each other and whatever. And at the end of the whole experience, they tell each other once they decide to be with somebody, their age. So the
Mm.
couples that end up coming out of it, it's like the craziest age gaps for like a 60-year-old man and a 27-year-old woman, for example. That's one of them. The other one is a 54-year-old woman and a 27-year-old man. Then there's a 49-year-old woman and like a 30 or like 29-year-old man. Yeah, I
Mm.
think there's like a 20-year gap. And I think those were like the biggest. And then there's like a 39-year-old and a 22-year-old. So they're pretty like big. Anyway, which by the way, I said I didn't believe in the age gap, but like I'm all for an older woman and a younger.
We have to support. We're
And
always gonna
that
support no matter what.
I'm sorry, that just makes sense. Okay, like I don't really
Mhm.
care what you say.
Yes.
But no, but I think like at the end of the day, you kind of see that people just start kind of, and actually surprisingly, a lot of them are still dating, but I just, there's just like no common things for a lot of them, right? Other than like for example, things how we do through our whole lives. Like, do you like eating out? It's like, yeah, like we all like eating out at good places. Some people are like, do you work out? And it's like, yeah, we all work out through our entire
Wait,
life. So I think,
you have a mom? Because I came from a woman. You came from a woman?
yeah.
That's crazy. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
I
They
get
have
it.
like the stupidest like connections on like we do the same thing, and it's like, right, we all like wake up in the morning, work out, like go for coffee and then work. Like that's we all do this activity, but I don't think there's a lot of like mental, I mean, it's also impossible to show because it's such a small fraction of their life, like time where like they're not really aligning on, mentally like where they are.
Mhm.
So that's basically the show. I think like the 54-year-old woman and 27-year-old man make it. The
Mm.
6-year-old man, 27-year-old woman doesn't. They don't make it, and
Mm.
then the
Ugh.
others like do. And then the rest do. I think I'm pretty sure. So the show ends by them just like kind of deciding to date or not date at the end of it. date. And some of them decide to date and some of them don't. Yeah, that's the end of it.
Riveting stuff. Riveting.
Riveting.
So wait, what's the enjoyable factor of watching these babysitters find new clients?
Well, I think it's like, I think what was interesting about it is just like how, for example, well, what was interesting to me is like how people that are completely in separate places in their life can be attracted to each other. I think that was like number one. And number two
Mhm.
is like how like I will say like the older woman, younger man dynamic is sort of sexist a little bit when it comes to like there's a lot of like you want kids or you don't want, you know what I mean? Because like
Mm.
assuming a woman is already over the age of 40, it means like if you're dating her, kids are no longer part of the conversation. Like
Mhm.
you have to be okay with them not having like you not as a 20-year-old, 27-year-old man like having children ever. And the fucking
Mm.
children conversation, we can bleep this out. It's such a thing in all reality TV that I've watched. So many men are like, I want kids. Like, I want kids. And it's like, you cannot say anything about that. But there's like such pressure, you know, again, across all the shows for the kid thing. But when it's like an older man, it doesn't matter because they're like, you want kids? Even like the 6-year-old is like, yeah, I would want kids. Which, by the way, he may not be able to either. But it's not like it's not in anybody's mind. You know, and everyone's just like assuming like the older man can have kids, but the older woman like can't.
Okay. Wait. So these are men who are going on this show, nating, knowing that there's going to be older women. And so they could have
Right.
had this conversation in their head like, if I really want kids, is this a show I should involve myself in? If it's that much of a conversation that I have to keep bringing up while I'm with this significant other now, maybe that's not the right moves. So
I
I'm
think it's
just
less them and it's more like their families when they're like when they're meeting the woman.
So it's almost like, "Oh, you didn't even tell your family." It's just so strange to me. I just don't understand why that conversation would even come up. I'd be like, "You signed up for this show."
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I don't
That's
know what's
fair.
not clicking. I don't understand. You told your family you were signing up for this. I know
Yeah.
I'm at the right show. I don't know about you. Maybe you're looking for like Love is Blind is next door, but
No,
like
you are
here.
so right. Oh my God, because a lot of these people are like, my God, the age, like them, the people in the experiment or like in the show
Mhm.
are like, oh my God, like he's so much younger than me, or like she's so much younger than me. Like that's crazy. Like that's crazy. I don't know how this person could be that much older. And it's like, isn't that the fucking show? Like, isn't that part of like the
Mhm.
show that you signed up for? Like not knowing their age, like that was number
Yep.
one by default, what they were gonna want to record, which was like the big age gaps amongst all
Yep.
of you. And they're all like surprised as fuck. They're like, oh my God, like I didn't know you were in your 20s. Like, bro,
Oh,
that was the whole point of the show. Like, I
yeah.
am so confused. Find love in other ways, you know, if that's not what you wanted. Like, if you need to have certainty over how old the person that you're dating is, and you don't want it to be below a certain threshold or above a certain threshold, like, then why are you here? Like, have we run
Yeah.
out of dating?
And this is
I guess
why
I guess we have. I don't know.
No, there's a longer conversation to have. And this is why I really don't enjoy reality TV shows anymore. Because in my mind, I feel like social media and the influencer culture has ruined reality TV. I know you're
That's a
asking
good point.
how. And it's because people sign up for these because they want clout. They sign up for these wanting to piggyback a career. Back in the day when there wasn't any social media, people would just get on the show because they were charismatic. They were about that life and they were wanting to get involved in whatever that show was. And
Mhm.
you got the
Mhm.
best of the best. I mean, just look at Jersey Shore. I mean, if social media existed during the time of Jersey Shore, I don't think it would have been as good of a TV show.
Yeah.
And I'll
No, you're so right. Yeah.
because they acted crazy. The first season, after they were done, if they went on social media and realized people's feedback and, maybe the bad feedback, they saw how people were talking bad about them, they may have switched their behavior. So in the second season, they would have been more polished. They wouldn't have been more themselves. But they didn't
Yeah.
have social media feedback back then. They were like, I'm going to be me and fuck everyone else.
Yeah, yeah.
Run, stop, run. Okay.
Dude, that's okay. That is the best show of all time.
Yes. It was one of the last TV shows right before
Yeah.
the social media boom where now
Yeah.
everyone's just signing up for social media. Like they're
Exactly.
not charismatic people. They're not fun. They're just wanting to get followers and it just ruins it. It ruins it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you
social
right
media
now.
ruined a lot of things because I mean, a lot of things like mental health, and young people, like the ability to just like be yourself, to like have
Mhm.
fun without like having to post or something like that, or like looking amazing so that if there is a picture, like you look great and you just like have to be super polished and be posting about it. I think it really has not done more good than bad. I think it's done more bad than good because everyone's living in this like not even real world on
Mhm.
your phone. Like
Yeah.
your phone drives your entire behavior and decisions that you're making. Your phone, like
Mhm.
a little screen on your phone is driving where you're going, what you're wearing, like what makeup
Mhm.
you're using. So it's pretty crazy. Like it's really not good, man. Imagine if like tomorrow, like all phones just go dead. Like what are you gonna do?
Turn on reality TV.
You know?
I would be so
Like
happy. And I love how Sue's bringing up all this intellectual deep thought into social media. And my point away from this is that reality TV show has gone to crap. Jersey Shore was the last good thing.
yeah, I agree. Totally aligned.
And that's why the first 2 seasons of The Real Housewives was gold, because these women were on the show wanting to act crazy, wanted to give another season, and then once social media came on, they wanted to have more of a presence. They wanted to be more careful what they said. They started hearing the feedback people were saying, so they adjusted their behavior. They're like, "I don't really wanna be me, I just want more followers." "No, I need you to pull someone's wig off. I need you to throw out glass. I need you to yell at your husband. Why are you acting so punctual?" I just
Yeah. It's crazy what like social media and like the availability of like content online has done for us. It has made us all like a lot more standardized too as to what
Mhm.
we say or we don't say or like more polished. So definitely bad. But
We'll
either
never
way,
we'll never have another New York Tiffany.
no,
We'll never have another one.
no.
That
For the kids listening, like the golden era is done.
yeah,
It's done now. Yeah.
they'll never be. Tiffany carried, Mike the Situation carried, Snooki carried, JY I mean, I can keep going on. All these people carried, and we'll never feel that freedom again. We'll never.
Wait, you know who was good though? I feel like similar to that was like Joe Exotic.
Yes,
He
and
was
you know
pretty good
what?
too.
I will say this, I will give this to Joe because I'm gonna eat my words. That man was just as crazy, if not more crazy because of social media. He
Mm.
was one of the rare maybe he's giving us a glimmer of hope because when Tiger King came out, I mean, I thought it was dead, but this man came on my screen and was on crutches wanting to run for office and there was tigers and he financially was ruined from a zoo. I mean, you're right. There are glimmers. I'm so glad you said that. There's
There are
hope out
glimmers of
there.
hope. Yeah, there's hope out there. Like just so you just have to keep finding it somewhere in the middle of nowhere,
And
Arkansas or wherever he was from.
can I just say one thing? He's still trying so hard from behind bars too. So I'll give him that. I mean, this man, he would post on Hillary Duff's husband's Instagram because her husband would engage in it because he was like a Tiger King fan. And it's just so funny. He's always like, save me, help me, get me out. I mean, he still runs. He still runs. Even when he's in a jail with four walls, he still runs.
Wild, wild.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anyway, that was it for me.
Riveting.
Riveting. I'm sure we
I'm just glad to know that Netflix decided to create a babysitters club for the older generation to find a new clientele. It's really hard right now to make money. This economy. Hopefully, they're making good hourly pay.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just glad they're all being taken
I
care of
mean,
now.
I'm all for Love is Love within the 5-year age gap. That's it. Love is Love. Outside of that, that shit's weird, man.
What else is Netflix going to come out with? Guess
I
like
don't know.
I don't even
We can
know.
we can pitch it though. We can pitch it. Maybe just a show about maybe coming full circle. It's just a show about catching print, you
Netflix
know?
doesn't deserve that idea. Absolutely not. They don't deserve it. They're trash. They're trash humans for all this nonsense they're feeding us. I'm just waiting to hear what's the next dating show. Guess what pet I have? You have a dog, I have a dog. Let's be together.
Well, maybe people based on the type of dog they have.
There you go. Watch right now.
That would be a
Netflix
really
is
good show,
hearing.
actually. Taking notes.
You
They're
sound like a
like
Netflix
show
executive right
based on
now.
pets. They let anyone be on TV now. I mean, they let anyone have a podcast, including us.
Okay, can I just say at least we're not charging like people $20 a month to have maybe 2 of their favorite shows and then all this other stuff? Like,
Yo, don't cut us off so early, man.
oh my God, and Netflix has podcasts now. Scrap this episode. Scrap this episode, Netflix. We're sorry now that you have podcasts. Shit, let's rewind. Okay, we're starting now.
This podcast no longer is in service. We have now transitioned
Ourselves with Netflix.
to a bigger audience.
Let's start
Literally.
over. What is that show called again? That sounds like a marvelous show. I'm going to right now watch it. Netflix, great idea. I love it. I love where you're going with. The host, A+. I love Nick. You chose great. Perfect.
They're right. Age is just a number, you know? So.
But, whoa, don't get crazy
conclusion.
on that. Don't get crazy on it, okay? Laws do apply.
Yeah.
Laws do apply.
Yeah. Do they? I mean, after 18, I feel like it's kind of the
no,
Wild
no,
Wild
no.
West out there.
I mean, like underage. That's where the laws like don't.
Oh yeah, no underage, nobody. Stay away from the kids. Everybody stay away from the kids. But anyway, I feel like what we are concluding now is that people are just making shows out of nothing, and so we might just start our own like "Let Your Pet Date for You" show or something, and then
wait a second, I would watch that. Like, have the dogs in a pen, and whatever dogs get along, those people have to date. I would be sad. I'm sorry. I would be sad. Can you?
We have so many good ideas. We really need to like start like executing on them.
We need to change the name of this podcast. Entrepreneurs. Okay.
Exactly.
Entrepreneurs.com.
Go the
Right
incubator.
here.
Yes.
God. Can you imagine like a golden retriever or no, like a Rottweiler goes with the Chihuahua and then the owners have to date and then they become so cute. Okay.
It'd be good.
Okay. Well, anyways, now I'm sad that show doesn't exist. So now I have to live with
We'll
that.
create it. We'll pitch it. Don't worry. In conclusion, you can make a show about anything. Number one, I think there's like a couple of things. You can make a show about anything. Number two is age is not just a number. It's actually a reflection of your entire history and your maturity level and what you bring to the table. So stop dating outside of like the 5-year age range gap. And then number three, we're going to start a business. You might not see us here anytime soon. And if you don't, now you know what app to download. So thank you for listening to us.
We're catching print all day.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for being with us. And tell your friends, men, or enemies, we're not picky. Follow Hair Up, Bra Up everywhere you scroll. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.